continue.
Oops. Sorry, that's my phone. What kind of ringtone is that? Godot's ringtone. Godot here. Okay, thanks.
Was that something important?
They just finished removing the locks from the sacred cavern. That's great! Ooh, what about Maya? There was a woman in the cave.
Was it Maya?
What do you think? It was the accused. Sister Iris. Huh?
Don't look so surprised. I locked her in there yesterday.
Yes, you just got finished telling us that. So what about Maya? Where is she? How am I supposed to know? There's no one else found inside the sacred cavern. No, it can't be.
I told you, didn't I? She's dead.
No. No! No! Well, whatever.
This case had it come to an end. A tragic end.
Okay, a killer.
Daughter, my asset. Oh my goodness.
Okay. That's exactly what she just told us. It can't be. Huh. Trite, have you ever heard this one? Once you eliminate the impossible, whatever remains must be the truth, no matter how improbable it may seem. I know what you're going to ask. According to this witness, Maya Fey threw herself in the Eagle River. However, is that really the truth? Remember, this woman testified earlier that the bridge was already on fire when the murder was taking place in the garden, which means if Maya had thrown herself into the river, it must have been from the inner temple side near the bridge. Oh.
That's right. That's where she jumped from.
But that's impossible. It's impossible to jump into the river from there. Oh, I remember that. What? Don't get your panties twisted up. Just think through the whole thing again. Don't tell him that. Says if Maya couldn't have thrown herself in the Eagle River. Okay, yes. Hawthorne claims that. Do you have any evidence that refutes this claim? Yes, we do. Oh, wait. It's impossible to jump in the Eagle River from the inner temple side. No one knows that better than the witness.
What did you say?
11 years ago, you jumped into that very same river. Just take a look at this overhead map. As you can see, below the cliff on the inner temple side, there's a rock something. Yes. She wouldn't have reached the river if she jumped off from there. In other words, if she jumped, we would have been able to see her body in this photo. Ha, so you finally figured it out.
You know. I don't know.
This is where it starts to get good.
Ew, the wording on that.
Okay. Miss Hawthorne, have you ever heard this one before? Once you eliminate the impossible, whatever remains must be the truth.
Ah! That's just a few moments ago.
Maya Fey was inside the sacred cavern. We now know that she didn't throw herself on the Eagle River. Correct, that eliminates all the most likely possibilities. Now, though it seems improbable, there's still one other place she could be.
What is this place you're talking about?
Okay, yes.
Lie?
Finally, I think the pieces are falling into place. Normally, the living have no way to punish the dead, but I think there is a way to give Dahlia Hawthorne the ultimate punishment. Shall I tell you, Miss Hawthorne? Shall I tell you where Maya is this very instant? Maya Fey is in this very courtroom. Maya is the judge! There's only one possibility left. Namely, she's right here in this very courtroom. Maya Fey is here?
Courtroom.
Dahlia Hawthorne?
I am Maya Fey!
I seem to recall what you said. I'd misunderstood one thing, you see. But I think there's one more thing you misunderstood. Tell me something. At this very moment, who is channeling Dahlia Hawthorne?
Pearl! That
No.
little human.
You're wrong. Pearls tried, but she couldn't do it. I never thought of channeling someone. This is the first time it happened, okay? Flashback, 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 flashback. Someone else.
Someone else called me before Pearl
Pearls
did.
even tried again on the day after the crime, but she couldn't do it. What could that mean? I think the truth is becoming clearer to you right about now. Am I correct? It wasn't Pearls who channeled you. There was someone who called you before she could. This is an easy one. Pearls couldn't do it. And Misty Faye is gone. There's only one possibility left. Yeah, seriously, Phoenix! Dahlia Hawthorne, the person channeling you right now must be Maya Fey.
What?
She said her goal was to kill Maya Fey, yes. With Maya Trey. Okay. Go.
But Maya channeled the spirit of someone who tried to kill her.
Huh. Well, Gramps, what would happen?
See?
It looks like you finally understand, Your Honor.
I don't. What are you going on about?
What I'm going on about is the reason Maya channeled you, and there's only one reason. To protect herself from you.
To protect herself? From me?
Yes. On the night of the crime, you were only interested in one thing. Killing Maya Fey. The path in her temple was closed off, and there was nowhere for her to run. So then, the problem became where would be the safest place to hide.
You mean, doesn't she channeled me?
All along, you had thought you had been channeled by Pearls. That's why it never occurred to you that Maya's hiding place was you!
Don't say that!
Maya's hiding place was you!
You're saying that I was played for a fool. I got a little word. Maya killed herself, isn't it obvious?
Sorry, but no. It would have been impossible for her to jump in the Eagle River. This was the only avenue of escape open to Maya. The only way that Maya could disappear from the inner temple.
I don't believe you. Stupid little girl like that was never been out in the real world. Could have never come up with a plan like that. Who could have given her such a brilliant idea?
I honestly don't really care for this part, but, well, me, of course. I kind of like the idea of Maya coming up with the idea on her own better.
Yeah.
Mia coming up with the idea kind of is just boring. Anyways, yeah, Mia's here.
Hey!
Yeah. It's been a long time, Dahlia Hawthorne. So it's true. It was you. Yes. Ha. You're something else.
But what are you doing here?
Yes, that is Pearl's hair. You know that. Tell me something, Dahlia. I want you to think back to that night one more time. You had just cornered Maya in the inner temple's garden. And then, the final moments of the fight, you lost consciousness. Actually, Maya lost consciousness at the same time as you. She did? Okay. When she woke up, she was in the training hall. That's when Maya decided she needed help. So she channeled me. She explained in a memo to me. She asked what I thought she should do.
She did that? I can't believe it.
Of course, I didn't have all the details, but one thing was perfectly clear. I knew that you couldn't be allowed to wander free. It was a race against time, so I wrote down 2 things Maya had to do. Channel Dahlia Hawthorne as soon as possible, and lock herself in the sacred cavern until help arrived. So it was Maya that put the lock on there. Why did you order her to do these things? If she hadn't done it, she would have been channeled by someone else. Pearls. Okay, yes. She didn't properly understand this. She had succeeded, and if she'd succeeded, things would have turned out very badly. So that's how it was. Dahlia Hawthorne would have used the body of Pearl Faye to kill Maya at all costs. Okay, yeah.
I won't forget.
Why not just admit it, Dahlia Hawthorne? Your little plan was nothing but a big failure. Yes, another failure to add to the pile of shame, wouldn't you say?
What do you mean by it?
Think about it, Dahlia. Remember all your past failures? Not a single one of them was a success. Wait, no, your past plans. They all ended in failure.
How dare you?
11 years ago, the fake kidnapping, the very first crime. You got your hands on this $2 million diamond, but after trying to false escape, you went to meet with Dahlia Hawthorne, her truth was exposed. Yeah, whatever. And then 1 year later, you tried to say, well, I'm so alive, but you wound up killing someone else. Yeah, it's quite boring. You better get all this. She sentenced to death. Okay, we get it, Phoenix. It's only one stupid move after another for you, but it's no longer funny. Yes, and now that you've messed up again, you've let my face escape, even though she was right in front of you.
True. But I think you finally understand, Dahlia Hawthorne. You will never defeat me.
What did you say?
Whether you're alive, dead, or somewhere in between, you will never defeat me. As long as I'm around, you're destined to lose for all of eternity. Okay. I remember what you said earlier in the trial. You said there was no way we could punish you because you were already dead. Then you said even when the body dies, the spirit, the ego, it lives on forever. That's very true, Dahlia. And it's this punishment you'll never be able to escape from. For all of eternity, you'll have to remain as Dahlia Hawthorne, a miserable, pathetic, weak creature who can't win at anything. And for you, there is no escape from that. No hope, okay. The narrow bridge that once stretched you out, burnt crisp.
You're wrong. How?
No longer matters. I don't care whether you win or lose anymore. The only thing I want is for you to come out of Maya's body right now.
Oh, we're going through the bowels. My goodness, this is intense. That was intense.
Nick, is this...
Yeah.
prosecution is ready to call our final witness. Okay.
Final witness.
This one will clear up the whole mystery, and the mystery of who killed Misty Faye. Is it really alright, Mr. Prosecutor? Of course it's alright, Madame Attorney.
Who is this witness?
Isn't it obvious? There's one person who saw the event, and will put the final dagger in this case.
Someone who saw this
The
murder.
very person who saw her mother killed in front of her own eyes. You mean Maya? You can't. She can't testify after what she's just been through. We need to find the truth. The prosecution calls Maya Faye to the stand.
Oh no.
Brief
But first
recess,
thing,
okay! Once we get the doctor's permission. Hey, Trade, I've got something to say to you, so listen up. What is it? I don't think much of you as a lawyer. It's always the same with you. You somehow manage to squeak by without even a faint understanding of the case. Finally, someone gets it! Some beautiful woman always seems to come dashing in at the last minute to save you. You've got some nerve. He's right! He's totally right, though! I absolutely love that line because it's so right.
No, it's like someone always comes in and saves him.
That's
it's
not
so
going to
true.
happen this time. This time, you're going to have to do this by yourself. Ugh.
No.
No, he's not. Okay, whatever. Do you want me to just rush through this part and read all the lines?
My phone's not charging fast enough because
Come on.
I guess
I'm
it's
truly
on
sorry about
1%. It's
everything.
about to die soon.
What? Why? You were working so hard to defend me, but I was missing all day. Well, maybe if everyone would shut their faces so that we can... Now so that we can poop. This is exactly what happened last time. It's always right before Maya shows up, and all of a sudden, we have to go right before that point. Why?
Yeah.
But I was missing all day, and I didn't even have a chance to talk. She's right. When I first met Iris,
I kind of have to go.
Yesterday, they had already switched places, and Iris was inside the sacred cavern. I'm trying to finish up
No,
this.
I had to go. It's 8 o'clock.
Do you want to go, and I'll just finish up this one part, and then until we get back into the courtroom?
Before Maya gets here, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Bye. I wanted to at least be in the defendant's box today to root you on. Well, it wasn't your fault. You were locked up this whole time. There's something more important than that, though. I have to ask you. Why did you help your sister out as much as you did? If you tried to help the sacred cavern today, you wouldn't have spent the entire day locked up there. Why is... My sister, I felt sorry for her. She was abandoned by her mother and never got any love from her father either. Yes, but it was the same for you too, wasn't it? And she abandoned you too. Yes, but at least I had Sister Bikini, who was like a mother to me. If only Dahlia had come with me to Hazakura Temple. I always loved her. Dahlia was always so smart, so strong, she never complained about a thing. That's why I promised I would help her. Are you talking about the fake kidnapping case 11 years ago? Yes, I wanted to be useful to her in some way. But as usual, I was so cowardly. At the last minute, I ran away. Because of that, Dahlia's half-sister Valerie ended up. That was the case that wounded Mia so badly. But things didn't end there, of course. Some people suspected that my sister was involved in the murder. Some people, you must mean... Yes, 2 defense lawyers. Mia Faye and Diego Armando. After poisoning Mr. Armando, who was getting too close to learning the truth, Dahlia even tried to kill the person who had unknowingly hid the poison for her. You. That's right. More Phoenix backstory. Iris, there's one more thing I have to ask you. Yes, what is it? On the night of the murder, the person that cleaned up the corpse of the victim, Elise Dukesum, was it really you? Yes, it was me. That night after I rang the lights out bell, I went back to my room. At around 10:30, I received a call on my cell phone. There's a problem. Come to the inner temple right away. I got on the snowmobile and headed for the inner temple, but the path to the inner temple was cut off. Or the path was cut off. Exactly. We can't just leave the body here. Alright, let's do this as you said. It was me. I was the one that received her body. The murder weapon had been left in her body so she wouldn't... something. Staff. I knew it. So the actual murder weapon was a staff? Yes, that's right. I brought the body back to Hazakura Temple on the snowmobile. But why did you alter the body? I didn't want anyone to know the staff was the murder weapon. I didn't want to leave anything that could lead back to Misty Faye. So I dressed her in a robe and stabbed her with this shish. So I whipped the blood off of the staff's blade and left an X around the ground. Irish, just tell me one last thing. Tell me the name of the person that called your cell phone. The real killer. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright. I can't do it. I can't say who did it. I see. Defendant! Yes? The judge is calling you. He wants to see you in his chambers. He has some questions about Dahlia Hawthorne. Alright. Well, then I'll see you later. There's something I want to tell you later. Okay. There's something she wants to tell me. So it's true. I was corroborated with the real killer. Maybe even from the very beginning. Okay. And we're going to end it there. Thanks for watching. Feral.